Next on Prospectors.
That means war.
Trouble on the mountain has everyone on alert.
Lock's been cut. I'm fed up with it.
I don't see my blue and gray silver post down there. It's absolute sacrilege to mess with another miner's post.
And a lot of money is at stake when the mountain is producing. Amanda Adkins sets a trap.
We got him, Travis. We got him.
Bless my heart.
Dwayne Hall gets a payday in aquamarine.
Bam!
Steve Brancato takes a gamble on gold.
Wow. There could be millions in here on this land.
Fire in the hole!
And the Doris family blasts their way into a rare pocket of Amazonite.
I mean, these are incredible.
They're Rocky Mountain treasure hunters.
Oh, look at that, look at that. It's Jimmy.
Looking to strike it rich.
Yes.
But the quest for gems comes at a cost. Weather, rock slides, and greed make this a deadly gamble. They are the extreme fortune seekers known as prospectors.
I think you're looking up more in the $250,000 range.
Holy cow!
The Colorado Rockies are a vast playground for many. But for a select few, Mount Antero is the high-altitude worksite to mine for gemstones.
Wow, a lot of this washed away. This looks completely different.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Amanda Adkins and mining partner Travis Anderson are back at the last laugh claim, hoping to score more aquamarine.
That's a fresh dig.
Yeah, it is. Almost every day, there's a new pit that I didn't make.
There's your marker.
Yeah, there's my marker right there. Somebody went ahead and claim jumped me really bad.
Their day starts off with an assault from a new rival.
I can't believe they dug a pit like that. That's a huge, in-your-face kind of a...
Yeah, that's a screw you pit right there.
That's a screw you pit for sure. Claim jumpers. I'm really sick of people stealing from us like this.
Claim jumpers, or high graders, are essentially thieves mining on Amanda's site without permission. In Colorado, property theft of over $1,000 is a felony. Theft over $20,000 is punishable by up to 12 years in prison.
It's a crime against me and my kids. That's how I take care of my family. See some bits and crumbs of aqua. It looks like that's what they're hitting in here. Jerks. In their speed and trying to get these stones out before we catch them, they break a lot of specimens.
Makes me sick.
Trouble on Mount Antero is why Steve Brancato left.
Hey! Stop digging! Son of a...
Today, he's heading into gold country with a mission to buy.
I'm up here in Tin Cup meeting a good friend of mine, Tony Smith. He's always been dreaming of mine to get some land up here.
Good to see you. You want to go look at some claims, huh?
For sure. We've been talking about it for years.
Yeah.
If I can make enough money out of the land to live off it, well, it's one of the last bastions of freedom that we have in this country is to be able to extract value from the land with your own hands and carve out a living from it. The ultimate goal would be to just retire and dig for fun.
Steve wants to buy in Tin Cup, Colorado. Tin Cup was a booming mining town in the 1800s, discovered by a group of prospectors who had stopped only to water their horses and instead struck gold. Over 1,000 people flooded the new town, pulling out millions. But as history believes, they didn't get it all.
I hear you're into aquamarine and, gems, but it's gold over here.
I like silver and gold, too.
Yeah.
Over in Lake George, the Doris family has had a solid mining season so far.
Oh, that's beautiful. Awesome.
Scoring high-end Amazonite and smoky quartz.
This is going to be a killer rock.
That's what I want to hear.
I don't see any bullet holes yet.
Thank God.
But the season has had its costs. The smaller digger has been busted for 10 days.
There's a concern that somebody will mess around with a piece of machinery sitting in the middle of the forest.
Again?
Get this
equipment off my claim.
Well, I left them a message, so...
Did you? What do they want me to do? Tow a 25-ton piece of machinery out of the woods? That's not going to happen. I can park my equipment on his claim. It's not his property.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people don't understand. You know, the only thing that a claim does is it gives you the mineral rights. Yeah.
This dispute can be shrugged off. But as Joe approaches the gate to his own claim, a serious threat appears.
Well, that did a lot of good. Tim?
What's up?
Lock's been cut. Second one that's been cut in 2 days. We got to get back up there and see if we've been jumped.
Let's get up there.
You got your pistol? Well, we do have firearms. I am prepared to use them to defend ourselves if I need to. All right, let's go see what's up there. We're always concerned. What if one of them's packing a weapon, you know, and if they're just an idiot enough to take a shot at us?
60 miles away and 4,000 feet higher up on Mount White,
I get too old for this shit.
Dwayne Hall is on the final leg of an 8-hour solo trek to his claim.
100 more feet, D. You can do this. I just think this mountain's getting taller, or I'm getting a hell of a lot older. Well, hope nobody's been here. Looks good so far. Look good. Bait rock's still there. Ain't nobody would have left that here but me. Good old bait rock.
Claim jumpers are a big concern, but my biggest concern is putting in a month or two's work trying to find the seam and then coming back up even a week later and the mountain rumbled a little bit and now all of that is down here and it can erase a month's work in minutes.
The mountain has not erased the productive zone where Dwayne and his mining partner Justin Morrison unearthed 300 carats of aquamarine.
Oh my God! Oh Lord! Holy shit! Whoa!
That's some other shit there.
I am the champion!
And today, Dwayne will continue mining the same area
I know they're in here.
for an even bigger haul of gemstones.
Found your mama last week. Oh, come on, work with me, will you, Hole? Damn it, so close. I'm finding some itty-bitty tiny little smoky quartz crystals. I'm hoping somewhere, wherever those little ones came from, there's a seam in the big ones. Just couldn't make it out.
Smoky quartz crystals are a sign that a cavity, also known as a pocket, could be close by.
I got to be on top of it. You just look like you're hiding something.
The crunch of footsteps on rocks means Dwayne is no longer alone. On Mount White in the Colorado Rockies,
Come on. Damn it.
Dwayne is back hunting for gems at his Blue Rose claim. He's mining alone today. Or so he thought.
Human beings are the most dangerous animal on the mountain, claim jumpers in particularly.
Hey, Grumpy.
Dwayne's mining partner, Justin, has just made an unexpected arrival.
If I had somebody else to help me move this big rock right now, I'd knock you out, man.
It's far too early in the season for me to accidentally shoot him. I still need the little fella for a little while.
You ready to move some rocks?
Yeah. Ordinarily, I don't like this part, but I've had an attitude with this rock since early this morning.
Dwayne is hoping to find aquamarine or smoky quartz underneath.
Go on, get you some, D. I'll watch for you.
Keep a close eye on that cup, because it's catching vibration.
So good so far, D. Ow. Slow down. Easy. You hit it with this hammer?
Yeah, when I was swinging back the head of it.
Damn it.
Oh, that hurt.
In Lake George,
I want you to check the machine, Tim.
intruders have Joe and Tim on alert.
Right now, things are getting real shaky. We've had a lot of equipment downtime, and frankly, I need a good pocket. And if this good pocket has just been claim jumped, I'm not going to be a happy camper.
What's at stake is Amazonite, a blue-green crystal known for its rich color and artistic formations.
We have had multi-$1,000 pockets stolen on us. That really sets you back when that's what you're depending on, you know, to make a living.
They haven't bothered it.
It's still here, so we're good. They left it alone.
Good.
It could have been a disaster, Tim.
Whoever cut the lock escaped this time. But tonight, Joe and Tim will keep vigil to protect what's theirs. And once darkness falls,
See anything out there, Tim?
suspicions rise.
You wonder why somebody's in here at dark 30. This is not fun and games. People that are doing this, they might think so. This is serious business. This is our livelihood. So if I catch these guys, we will prosecute this to the full extent of the law. I'm fed up with it.
The next morning on Mount Antero, Amanda is back at her claim, hoping there's no new evidence of claim jumpers.
Yeah, we have a whole new ball game.
But today, she'll have no such luck.
It's disturbing that somebody's been watching me. They wait till I leave, and then they jump in and steal my stones. I don't see my blue and gray silver post down there. He's moved my post. That's illegal. These posts are to let people know where they're at, and if they're on my claim, they can walk across it, but they can't collect on there. They can't pick up any gems and minerals and dig there. You and I both know it was standing up when we were here last.
If you don't have a conspicuous marker at the corner of your claim, then you can lose your claim.
Real brave, tough guy moving my poles like he did. It's absolute sacrilege up here to mess with another miner's post. It's illegal to take my pole and move it. I can't believe he did that.
I can't either.
That means war up here.
"150 miles south, near Tin Cup, Colorado, Steve's looking to buy a patented gold mining claim.
Let's go hike up the hill.
My friend Tony's got a few pieces of land he wants to show me today. Potentially productive ground. Be nice to just go out in my backyard and dig.
The piece we're going to look at is right up here.
If Steve buys this patented mining claim, he'll own both the surface land and the mineral rights underneath.
It's a pretty cool property with history. It's isolated.
Very few patents have been issued since 1994. And although thousands are for sale, Tony has insider information on these claims.
Claims that we're going to be showing Steve are claims that my family's had for quite a few years. It's a lot of hard work, and it's harsh environment. If he gets his ass to work, I think he could do pretty well.
When they reach the old mine tailings, Steve doesn't like... When they reach the old mine tailings, Steve doesn't like what he sees.
I'm seeing the chalcopyrite. Now that's scary. It's not just how many ounces of gold or silver per ton are in the rock, but how they're in the rock. If it's incorporated in with chalcopyrite, there's a costly, dangerous process for getting the gold out. Just not the kind of mining that I want to do. I mean, it's gorgeous, but this just isn't it.
Amanda Adkins' campsite on Mount Antero. The disappearance of her claim posts has defenses up.
Between claim jumpers, high graders, people coming in, disturbing my claim, moving my post, looks like this year is going to be a lot of action. A lot of action I don't want because I am a peaceful person. But they can't do this to me.
Nice shot.
Which historical figure was sued for claim jumping? Is it Annie Oakley, Buffalo Bill, or Wyatt Earp? The answer when we return. Which historical figure was sued for claim jumping? The answer? Wyatt Earp. Although famed for being a lawman, a judge found against Earp in a lawsuit over rights to a gold claim in 1884. On Mount Antero in the Rocky Mountains, evidence of claim jumpers has Amanda on guard.
There you go.
Yes, good
Nice.
shot. I'm a mom. I'm not going to give up on my family.
Nice shot.
Yep. It's important to stay sharp around here. You got to be a good shot.
Dead center.
Mama don't miss. One time I let my guard down and wound up with a pistol pointed at my back. This year I'm ready, so I will have my gun on me at all times. Just having Travis around means I don't have to worry as much as I used to about being attacked. Travis has a lovely Desert Eagle that he's very good with. I'm not saying I'm going to shoot somebody on my claim. If somebody's attacking me up here, though, I don't have a choice.
Near Tin Cup, Colorado, Steve is looking at another gold mine to purchase.
What is it, about a half mile in from here?
Yeah, it's about a half mile.
I'm looking at some land to buy. I'd like to put a cabin up here one of these days. If I can get some good digs out of the deal, too, make it pay for itself, it's even better.
This is the spot.
Yeah, dude. This is incredible.
Dude, this is great, isn't it? Look at that.
Heck yeah.
And there's a little mine up on the hill there.
As far as making any money out of this property, yeah, it's a big gamble.
The price tag is $45,000, but Steve won't know if his gamble paid off until he starts to dig.
So what do you think, bud?
I think this is it, man. I can feel it. I can smell it in the ground. I think this land is rich. 10% now.
Yeah.
And then
We'll set up the payments.
the rest of the payments like we
Yeah.
were talking about.
Yeah. Did you just print those this morning?
On Mount Antero,
Oh, that's a sketchy little spot right there.
Amanda and Travis are back at her claim to look for aquamarine and signs of claim jumpers. Nothing has been stolen, but the claim has been left unstable by recent rainfall.
Welcome to the deadliest job site in America. It's just deadly here after a rain.
But there is opportunity here as well.
There's some eye candy. Holy cow. Get that aquamarine. Holy cow. That's a gemstone right there. There's been torrential downpours and torrential rains. And look what it's brought us. Look at all this aquamarine just sticking out the side of our hill here. How lucky is that? Yeah, there's an aquamarine. Look at that. It doesn't take a huge aquamarine to make a payday. It just takes several good small ones. That's a nice one. That's a nice cutter. I'm looking for anything blue or green that's going to pay us between $10 and $20 a carat. But we're looking for the more see-through type aquamarine, which is going to be between $300 and $500 a carat. Oh my God! Oh!
Over on Mount White, Dwayne is also on the hunt for aquamarine.
Hey, watch for me.
He and mining partner Justin are diving deeper into the mountain to access a potential pocket.
Cool. Right now, man,
If we could just get that one out without disturbing anything else. I know it. That's a pocket.
A pocket is a cavity of gems, but getting to this one could trigger a rock slide.
Look at these. These are smokies sticking out right here. Uh-huh. Damn. I have to move some rocks. This rock right here is cracked right there. It's only about 4 to 6 inches thick.
There were some dangers moving that big rock because we didn't know if it was really holding up the whole mountain or if it was just sitting there all by itself.
First sign of movement, drop the son of a bitch and we're out of here. Okay, I'm gonna do it nice and easy. Let's get out of here. Oh, we got movement up there.
Coffee cup didn't move. We're good.
Okay, I'm gonna do it nice and easy.
On Mount White,
First sign of movement, drop the son of a bitch and we're out of here.
Dwayne and Justin's hopes of uncovering a pocket just backfired.
All right, let's get out of here. We got movement up there. Get out of the way. It might not be done. All of a sudden, it's just raining. All hell's breaking loose. You know what? Let's break for a while, okay? I wouldn't do this if I was really scared to dying. I don't want to. Not today, anyway, but it ain't something I think about. We're gonna have to give this some time to settle. Maybe even overnight. That was too damn close, man.
I know.
Nearby on Amanda Adkins' claim,
Oh!
the day is turning out to be much more productive.
Oh my God! Oh, and it's terminated.
A perfect aqua termination means the crystal completed growth with natural crystal faces and geometric form. An undamaged termination is highly valued by collectors.
Travis, this is at least $2,000 in one stone. Look at that termination. Look at that. You can't get a better aquamarine. A dealer would turn around and get at least $4,000 or $5,000 for that rock. High five. You're the best digger. You're the best digger I've ever had digging with me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Wow. If you're a really good prospector, you find one aquamarine this good a season, if you're lucky. It's a very good day. I'm absolutely floored that Travis pulled out an aquamarine of that value and that size and that quality.
This is the proper wrapping material for really good stones.
Well, Travis, I don't see how you could have made any more money in one day. It's time to get home.
Over in Lake George, the Doris family aims to put in a full day of mining after a night of standing guard on the claim.
Don't see where anybody tried to cut it. Looks good. I'll just get her opened up and go to work.
So look at that. This is what you want.
They have been digging in the same area all season.
The problem is I can't get to this.
This is about all we can do, Tim, until we get this rock out of the way.
Only now, they've been stopped by a giant cap rock that weighs over 5 tons.
This cap rock is limiting our access. It's huge.
Dynamite and 4 holes right here. Can't break it with the machine. Check it out, and then we can come under. It needs to be blown up.
The prep is intensive. Excavator operator George Quist must slide the rock away from the workface.
All right.
The next step is drilling holes into the cap rock for the blasting charges.
Grab that steel, starting her up.
Blasting all of the rock apart means drilling 29 different holes.
Drilling is a beast. I mean, it's just way to describe it is a jackhammer on steroids. Effectively, it takes two people to operate because with just the one person on it, you lose control and it starts to toss you around too much.
Yeah, I think we're good.
We're in great shape for blasting tomorrow. Set the charges in those 29 holes and get the rock out of there, and hopefully we'll have some great crystal cavities.
On his new gold claim near the old mining town of Tin Cup, Steve Brancata was about to do some old-school prospecting.
Scrambled, I'm guessing?
No, these are sunny.
I've brought a friend of mine, Jeff Butterfield, up with me. He's a little more familiar with gold than I am. Oh, it's your lead today. You know more about this than I do. While we are looking for other values besides gold, since this was a gold claim, it makes sense to start there. We're going to be working in the creek here to see if we can find some placer gold, and we're also going to work up above in the hard rock where they were mining for gold lode.
The original source of gold veins in hard rock is called the lode or mother lode. Thanks to erosion, pieces of gold can also travel down the mountain and be deposited in streams and rivers.
Remember, it's always going to be on the inside of a corner or behind a stationary boulder.
The vein gets blown out, Mother Nature freezes it, waters it, freezes it, everything cracks, and it'll flow down the hill.
Gold is lazy. It likes to be at the bottom of things. The deeper we get, the better a chance of finding something.
There's a big learning curve here for me with the gold because it's new to me.
You want to keep it agitated so the gold sits in the traps here in the pan.
I think I read that in a book. It's very different than other treasure hunting that I do.
Let the river help even, you know?
Let it rinse all that light stuff off the top, all the little quartz gravel and all that.
Right. There's some color in there, Steve. Really fine flower gold, but it's in there. See it?
Yeah.
Not that nugget we're after, though.
What we're seeing in the creek right now shows some promise, but it doesn't look like it's going to make the land payments for me. Do a little more test pan and then go up and hit the load?
Yeah, that'll work.
On Mount Antero,
I think that's a good spot over there underneath that rock.
Yeah.
And then another spot we can catch them face on right here, because this is where a lot of people are coming in to get to my trail.
All right.
after Amanda's latest aquamarine find, she's determined to protect her claim and has a plan to deal with thieves.
It has been a tough year with high graders. It's so tough that I've had to get several security cameras for each claim. It hurts my bottom line because when I'm paying for all the fees that come along with having a mining claim, they don't have to pay any of that, and they're coming along and stealing rocks from it. That's going to catch them when they try to come down the trail.
What do you think about catching traffic from this way?
Yeah,
There's a nice little hole in the rocks back there.
that should get them. It's so hard for law enforcement to make their way up here, and by the time they get up here, it could be 6, 7, 8 hours. It's too bad we have to take measures like this to try to catch people. This is how I feed my kids. If I catch these guys, when I catch these guys, not only are they going to give me my rocks back, they're never going to want to steal from me again.
At the Doris claim in Lake George,
Curry. It's beyond quick and beyond simple. Get a pan, tablespoon of oil, beautiful cherry tomatoes, had it. Just cut it into little chunks. Sometimes, you know, when you want big flavour.
at the Doris claim in Lake George,
Tell you what, George, let's put about half a line in each one.
today is blasting day.
Yep, about like so.
Today I have with me Randy Snare, his son, and his brother. They're a blasting company. We're setting charges to remove some cap rock.
Okay, I think we did it. Okay, this is the tattletale right here. This is the one we want to see it going off.
If you do the blasting correctly, it's pretty much all contained, and it'll go down and out and fracture the rock. But every once in a while, a piece will come out of there, and of course, it's like a little missile. And if anything gets in the way, it's going to punch a hole in it, including your head.
Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Fire in the hole. If you see me running, you better keep up.
Which U.S. state is the #1 producer of gold in the country? Colorado, Nevada, or North Carolina? The answer when we return. Which U.S. state is the #1 producer of gold in the country? The answer, Nevada. The state produces more than 73% of all the gold in the United States, and is the 4th largest producer of gold on Earth.
Are you ready? Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Fire in the hole. Go, go, go.
On the Doris claim in Lake George, one blast annihilated the cap rock.
That's good. Well, I don't recognize anything. Did good.
Did good.
Now we got to go to work.
George must use the excavator to remove the debris before the Doris family can resume mining and find out if a big pocket does indeed exist. Over on Mount White,
Still don't trust him.
Dwayne and Justin are back at the claim for a second try at aquamarine.
This ain't done. It's an event in progress.
But they won't dig until an ominous rock no longer poses a threat.
I'm getting tired of being scared of this rock, man. It's trying to kill us and we know it. Let's just get rid of this. All right, get ready. Get back. We'll pull it down. Try to live through it. This one, we don't know where it's going to go. We only get one chance at this to do it right.
Yeah, I know.
You ready? Rock removal 101. Perfect. There for about 3 seconds, I felt 35 again. This is gorgeous looking dirt.
Yeah, it is.
Threat contained, Dwayne and Justin are back in business.
Oh, bless my heart.
Talk to me.
Bam! Aquamarine on the Smoky. Look at the size of the Smoky. Oh, wow! Bam! Look at that!
We got a big bam there.
Oh, my lordy.
That's a good chunk there.
I'm pumped.
I'm pumped too.
Over 150 miles away near Tin Cup, Colorado, Steve is headed up to the old gold mine to see if there's any untapped treasure left.
It's really cool just to walk over this ground and know that we're some of the only people who've been up here in the last 100 years. Here's some more quartz, Steve, right here. Man, all right, if they're leaving this behind, they must have been chasing something really rich right down the middle.
Right. That's my thought, too.
And it doesn't look like it's stopped because you see all these sulfides in here. What's most exciting that I'm seeing so far is this pretty thick quartz vein that's just laced with pyrite running through it. And that's always a good sign in gold country. You know, you see the quartz and the pyrite running together, there's a good chance that you're going to hit gold.
This is your high grade. Pull one slab off and see what comes out.
Yeah, that's all pyrite. Some of it could be gold.
The gold could be
tied up in the pyrite.
We found it, bud.
Wow. There could be millions in here on this land. I feel a lot better that we're going to be able to make it pay off.
Steve will have to investigate how easy the gold will be to extract. But for now, the land looks like a winning bet.
I think you're selling me this property for 45 grand, Tony.
It's okay, dude. That's the one I brought up from my truck.
In Lake George, the Doris family is about to find out whether the blasting will pay off with a new pocket.
That looks better.
That does look good.
Looks a lot better.
We could maybe bust
Hey, check that out, Dad.
through here. Holy cow.
That's looking really good.
We swung a pick, basically, and a chunk of rock pulled back, and black space behind it. Knew immediately we were in a pocket. Look at that, Dad.
Any color?
Yeah.
Demony Christmas.
The pocket we just hit is actually open space, and there's crystals showing. It's just awesome feeling.
An open pocket is like a crystal-lined bubble with only a small amount of clay and rubble inside. This means less damage to the crystals and potential for great value.
Look at this color. Emerald green.
That's awesome.
Is your arm not stopping?
No, I can't touch the back.
There you go.
Ooh.
I think we've got a good pocket. Look at that. Look at that. This is a great Amazonite group. It might go $1,500 to maybe $2,000.
There's more.
Chow, look at that sucker.
Fluorite?
This could be the perfect pocket. That is fluorite.
That is a killer.
Well, we got some neat rocks to show you.
But how much is the new pocket going to be worth?
So we're going into a little bit of uncharted ground because you don't see this kind of thing.
In Lake George, Colorado,
They go, Steve?
the Doris family is pulling Amazonite out of a new pocket.
They came out like that?
Yes. I like that.
Rare finds about to turn historic.
Holy cow, look at that sucker.
Fluorite?
There you go. That is fluorite.
That is a killer.
To find fluorite with Amazonite is incredibly rare. That's what always makes me really excited.
This is an incredible fluorite twin, and it's on Amazonite. I think in our career, we might have found 4 of these. So that's really rare.
Yeah, that piece, value-wise, you're easily pushing $5,000 on something like that.
I mean, there's no feeling like it. I mean, these are incredible. Just this one tells me that we've got a really, really great pocket. Oh, wow. Oh.
That is awesome. Look at that crazy-ass thing.
God, it's just beautiful. The aesthetics on it are perfect. I love it.
The Clevelandite on these is awesome. It's really long blades.
There's more.
Look at that one, Chris.
Yeah.
That one's not moving.
Ooh, that's nice.
Look at that one.
Look at that.
Holy sh! Look at that sucker.
Yes.
There it is.
I thought it was going to be...
We got one combo out. I'll take it.
This smoky quartz and Amazonite combo will have to be repaired, but still potentially trumps everything in the pocket.
I think we should call it the confetti pocket.
Confetti.
Yeah, because it has smoky quartz, Amazonite, Clevelandite,
And fluorite.
and fluorite.
I think it's not a bad name.
It's a party!
This is a $70,000 pocket, and with luck, if we can get them really clean and piece a few more together, we could have a $125,000 pocket.
"60 miles away on Mount White,
So we took a left and dead ended. As best I can tell.
Dwayne and Justin's aqua pocket has petered out.
Damn it.
This whole little ledge is going to have to come out if we want to get back right here, right?
Their only option, move rock and risk rock slides. The same problem that's plagued them all week.
Don't go crazy, just see if anything's gonna happen.
Look out. Go on. We had a lot of rock coming down today. It was just one of those days where the mountain decided to collapse itself, and luckily nobody got hurt.
I don't think we've done anything ridiculous, but we might have been pushing our luck. We're done. That's a wrap. We've had some, minor success. I'd like to think we made a couple hundred apiece, but there's still more out there. Move a few more rocks, you might find another pile. I'm going to hit next week. Well, not hitting next week is not an option. I'm going to hit. Champion!
At Amanda's base camp on Mount Antero, Amanda and Travis are scanning the security cameras they've had running on the claim for the last 2 days.
It really hurts when somebody's stealing from you and you haven't caught them yet. It's like a lump in your throat. They can't just keep doing this. We're losing so much inventory.
Nothing wrong with
Uh-oh, what do we have here? Somebody on our claim right there. That's a claim jumper.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, no denying that. Oh, and there's his face. Right there. Got him. Claim jumper. He doesn't get away with this. I have a 100% success rate at stopping claim jumpers. I am there to feed my kids and protect my family and my interests. You don't get to steal from my kids and I. No.
Over in Lake George,
Hey, Steve. How are you, by golly?
the Doris family has brought in mineral experts Brian Lees and Steve Bailey to put a number on the confetti pocket.
Well, we got some neat rocks to show you. I know they're special because they're extremely rare. But in reality, rarity doesn't always spell out a high value.
So we're going into a little bit of uncharted ground because you don't see this kind of thing.
Look at the quality of that fluorite. Gemmy interior, nice light lavender color. Put this one somewhere in about the $5,000 range to me.
Wow. You see a lot of not very good Amazonites. You see a lot of fluorite, a lot of not very good fluorite. But when you see both very good coming together, as a collector, that's what excites you to collect. That sickle.
This is amazing. I think this piece is around the number of about 25,000.
That's awesome.
What do you think we're looking at here across the board?
Just looking around and using my rule of thumb that the best 2 or 3 rocks are usually worth somewhere between a third and half the value of the pocket. So you're looking at a value on the table of about $75,000.
So that's great. Great news for us.
That's great.
Midway through the mining season brings more finds and more claim jumpers. Steve Brancato proved out his new land for future mining.
We found it, bud.
Yeah, it's here.
Dwayne Hall battled rock slides to score a few $100 in aquamarine.
Nice.
Amanda Adkins is fighting back against thieves and was rewarded with a $2,000 payday. And the Doris family hits another new pocket, potentially worth $75,000.
These are incredible.
The mining season may be at the halfway point.
Another woman vanished last night. We just found the body.
The mining season may be at the halfway point, but the action on the mountain is just getting started.